Good evening, everyone. This is Edward Francis Hawk. Welcome to my comprehensive 2024 review and 2025 forecast. A year of awakening, transformation, and balance. The numerological breakdown of 10-21-2024, 10 mastery, 21 proactivity, 20 judgment, and 24 balance provides a powerful lens through which we can interpret the energetic shifts that have shaped this year and forecast what is to come in the year ahead. These numbers represent distinct phases of the awakening process, revealing the unfolding path towards sustainability, conscious living, and global unity. This comprehensive review and forecast are organized into 4 key sections, each corresponding to the energy of these numbers and the broader events shaping the world. From the collapse of old power structures to the emergence of ethical leadership, and from personal awakenings to global sustainability movements, this period marks the dawn of a new era for humanity. The number 10 signifies the completion of cycles and the attainment of mastery. In 2024, we witnessed the culmination of many long-standing processes, political, social, and environmental, that have been in motion for decades. It became a year where lessons learned in the past reached their zenith, demanding individuals and nations to step into positions of leadership and responsibility. Key events of 2024 that embody the energy of mastery include political realignments. Across the world, political figures faced intense scrutiny as the public demanded more transparency and accountability. Several prominent leaders who embodied outdated systems of control and exploitation were challenged or removed from power, making way for new leadership based on integrity. Environmental reckoning. 2024 was a year when the climate crisis could no longer be ignored. Natural disasters from wildfires to floods served as wake-up calls, forcing nations to confront the urgent need for sustainable practices. This led to global conversations about renewable energy and ethical resource management. Personal mastery and awakening. On a personal level, 2024 marked the awakening of many individuals who began to realize their personal power and their role in the collective transformation. People across the world began to step into their own mastery, choosing to live with greater consciousness, purpose, and integrity. As we move into 2025, the energy of mastery continues to influence global events. This year will be marked by the emergence of new leaders, people who have integrated the lessons of the past and are ready to guide humanity into a future based on balance, sustainability, and spiritual growth. Expect to see new political, business, and social leaders rise to prominence in 2025. These leaders will prioritize sustainability, ethical governance, and global cooperation, and they will be instrumental in shaping the policies and systems that define the next decade. Throughout 2025, there will be a growing demand for ethical leadership at all levels. Governments will be pressured to implement policies that align with the values of social equity, climate justice, and environmental responsibility. Corporations will be called to restructure their operations to prioritize long-term sustainability over short-term profits. The number 21 is all about proactivity, the need to take decisive action to shape the future. In 2024, there was an undeniable sense of urgency as the world faced the interconnected crises of climate change, political instability, and social unrest. This year, individuals, governments, and organizations were called to act quickly and decisively to create a more sustainable and just world. Key proactive actions taken in 2024 include global climate action. As extreme weather events intensified, nations were forced to adopt more ambitious climate goals. Governments invested in renewable energy infrastructure, accelerated the transition away from fossil fuels, and implemented policies aimed at reducing carbon emissions. The urgency of the climate crisis led to unprecedented levels of international cooperation. 2024 saw the rise of powerful grassroots movements advocating for social justice, climate action, and economic equality. These movements, led by activists and community leaders, played a key role in pushing for systemic change at local and global levels. Proactivity in the business sector manifested as an explosion of innovation in green technologies, sustainable agriculture, and eco-friendly products. Entrepreneurs and innovators led the charge toward creating sustainable solutions for the world's most pressing challenges. In 2025, the proactive energy of 21 will continue to shape global actions and decisions. The choices made in 2024 laid the foundation for long-term change. But 2025 will be the year where action-based solutions are fully implemented. 2025 will see governments and businesses ramp up their commitments to renewable energy. Expect major investments in solar, wind, and geothermal technologies, as well as the phasing out of fossil fuels in industries such as transportation and manufacturing. Climate summits will be held to solidify global agreements, and grassroots activism will continue to be a driving force for change. The momentum from 2024's innovation and sustainable technologies will continue to grow in 2025. Entrepreneurs and scientists will focus on scalable solutions that address both environmental and social challenges, from carbon-neutral building materials to regenerative farming practices. These innovations will help humanity transform to a more sustainable and resilient future. Proactivity will also be essential in the continued fight for social justice. Communities across the world will mobilize to address economic inequality, racial injustice, and environmental racism. There will be a particular focus on ensuring that marginalized communities are included in decision-making processes and have access to the resources needed for a sustainable future. The number 20 brings the energy of judgment, a time of reckoning where the actions of individuals, corporations, and governments are brought into the light. In 2024, we witnessed the collapse of corrupt systems and the exposure of unethical practices that had long been hidden. Key events related to judgment in 2024 include political and corporate scandals. Several prominent politicians and corporate leaders who had engaged in corrupt practices were exposed and faced legal and social consequences. This was a year of transparency, where the public demanded accountability from those in power. The judgment period in 2024 also extended to the environment and natural resources. Companies that had engaged in exploitative practices, from deforestation to pollution, faced significant backlash, and there was a collective call to restructure industries that had been harming the planet. In 2025, the energy of judgment will continue, but with the focus on rebuilding in a way that prioritizes ethics, integrity, and long-term sustainability. The consequences of past actions will be felt and addressed, and those who act with transparency and responsibility will rise to prominence. Expect to see more legal actions against political and corporate figures who engaged in unethical behavior. Governments and legal institutions will work to reform laws and policies to prevent future corruption and ensure greater accountability. Corporations that prioritize short-term profits over long-term sustainability will face public scrutiny, while businesses that prioritize environmental and social responsibility will thrive. The fall of corrupt figures will create space for ethical leaders to rise. These leaders will prioritize community well-being, global cooperation, and planetary stewardship, guiding humanity toward a more equitable and sustainable future. The number 24 represents the energy of balance, the restoration of harmony between humanity and the earth. By the end of 2024, the groundwork was laid for a global shift towards sustainable practices, renewable energy, and conscious living. Key events leading to balance in 2024 include renewable energy commitments. Many nations made bold commitments to transition to renewable energy sources. Investments in solar, wind, and geothermal energy infrastructure increased significantly. These actions mark the beginning of a global shift away from reliance on fossil fuels, with world leaders recognizing that sustainability is the only viable path forward. Global collaboration for climate action. International summits and agreements focused on climate action took center stage in 2024. Nations worked together to outline long-term goals for carbon neutrality, environmental preservation, and biodiversity restoration. This collective effort demonstrated that the global community understands the importance of collaboration in addressing climate change. As we enter 2025, the energy of balance continues to build. This year will mark a significant turning point in humanity's relationship with the Earth, as more people, businesses, and governments align with sustainable practices and seek to restore harmony in every aspect of life. By 2025, the transition to renewable resources will accelerate, with more countries enacting policies that phase out fossil fuels entirely. Wind and solar energy will power entire cities, and electric vehicles will become the standard mode of transportation in many parts of the world. This shift is not only environmentally necessary, but also represents a spiritual rebalancing, as humanity finally recognizes its role as a steward of the planet. The energy of balance will also manifest in the business world, with companies prioritizing long-term sustainability over short-term profits. Expect to see innovations in eco-friendly products, carbon-neutral technologies, and green infrastructure. These businesses will become the backbone of the global economy, as consumers and investors alike place more value on sustainability. The restoration of balance will extend to social systems as well. Efforts to address economic inequality and social justice will gain momentum, with policies designed to ensure that all people have access to clean water, healthy food, education, and sustainable living conditions. Nations will recognize that true balance requires addressing both environmental and social inequalities, leading to more equitable distribution of resources. On a personal level, individuals will experience greater emotional and spiritual fulfillment as they align with the natural rhythms of the earth. Mindfulness, meditation, and holistic wellness practices will become more widespread, helping people maintain inner balance amidst the global transformation. November 2024 is predicted to be a pivotal month of global awakening. This will mark the beginning of a turning of the tables, where those who have been oppressed will begin to rise, and those who have misused their power will fall. Of significant political shifts in the United States. A blue wave is expected, with Republican defections and a shift in power dynamics that will lead to greater accountability and progressive leadership focused on environmental sustainability and social justice. December 12, 2024, 12/12, is highlighted as a date of major spiritual and global shifts. This date represents a moment of realization, where a culmination of energies will lead to a widespread understanding of the interconnectedness of all life. People around the world will begin to awaken to deeper truths about the nature of consciousness and their role in shaping the future. In conclusion, the review of 2024 and the forecast for 2025 present a powerful vision of global transformation. The numbers 10, mastery, 21, proactivity, 20, judgment, and 24, balance, offer a roadmap for understanding the shifts that are already unfolding and those that are yet to come. As humanity navigates this period of awakening, it will face both challenges and opportunities, from the collapse of old power structures to the rise of ethical leadership and the transition to sustainable practices. As foretold in Revelation chapter 21, verse 5, where God says, "Behold, I am making all things new." This transformation is a divine recalibration. The world is being renewed, and each of us is invited to participate in the creation of this new earth. We may experience developments that feel entirely out of the blue, or even bring about cognitive dissonance. The old paradigm, based on compliance and conformity, is dissolving. In its place, a higher frequency world is emerging, where unity and authenticity are required. This new paradigm is based on genuine love for oneself and others, and it calls for a deeper connection to our inner truth. To navigate these changes, we must learn to evaluate the virtues of these shifts, recognizing that they are ultimately for our highest good, even if they challenge our existing worldviews. As we move into 2025, humanity stands at the dawn of a new age, one defined by cooperation, sustainability, and a deeper understanding of our place within the cosmic order. This higher frequency world requires us to embrace our true selves, not just as individuals, but as part of the greater whole, where love, balance, and unity guide every step forward. In love and light, Edward Francis Hogg. Unlock the secrets of your soul's journey. With personalized numerology readings, you'll gain deep insights into your life's purpose and the energy shaping your path. Book your reading now to discover how numbers reveal the roadmap of your life. Discover popular features like the Daily Energetic Outlook, which keeps you aligned with the universe's energies each day. Channeled writings that guide you with spiritual wisdom, and essays exploring cutting-edge scientific breakthroughs and their spiritual connections. At hawkandtigergf.com, we combine the energetic aspects of food with delicious gluten-free recipes. Explore a wide range of gluten-free breads, cakes, pastries, pasta, and much more, all designed to nourish both your body and spirit. The food you consume impacts your vibration. At Hawk and Tiger GF, you'll learn how to transform your life with high vibration, gluten-free foods that align your body with your spirit. Gluten-free living isn't just about health, it's about raising your frequency. The journey to higher consciousness and holistic well-being begins with you. Together we rise to create a world of light, love, and connection. Explore my Patreon page, book a personalized numerology reading, and transform your energy with gluten-free living at hawkandtigergf.com.